want you to be honest with yourself. No lies, no fantasies. I want you to tell me what makes you think that you will survive. Remove the, oh, I have hope. Oh, I am very lucky. Remove all of that from the equation. I want you to tell me whether or not you have experience in growing food, raising animals, trading with other people. That is a skill. I want you to tell me whether or not you had the mental fortitude to deal with hunger. I want you to tell me whether or not you will be okay, and this is a hard one, dealing with things that are not alive anymore. The life had been removed. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Whether it's animals, whatever it is. Would you be okay with that? I'm asking this because these are questions that you need to ask yourself on the daily basis. It's not just like, oh, I have the gear and I think I will be fine. I have the bug out bag and I will be just fine. Well, how about if you can't bug out because the roads or the streets are full of people rioting and whatnot, and it's going to put you in danger? But you cannot stay in, okay? You cannot bug in either because you have no resources. What then? These are things that you really have to start asking yourself, because unless you do, you will not be able to create a plan. And unless you execute that plan, you will not be able to find flaws in your plan. And trust me, plan goes off the window after the first projectile flies. After the first hiccup, the plan goes off the window. You get a flat tire and there goes the plan. You get a missed call from somebody needing your help, there goes the plan. You see? People consider being prepared just having one set of plan. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my bug out bag and I'm going to, just bug out. Where you do understand that thousands of people are planning to do the same thing you're doing. You understand that, right? You understand that bugging in will, I don't want to say 100% unequivocally that it will, but possibly you will become a target. Possibly. So you're going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to have to defend what is yours. It is a lot easier said than done, because many will say, well, I go to the shooting range all the time. It is not the same, unequivocally, shooting at a steel target, shooting at a piece of paper that doesn't move, than shooting at something that is running, or shooting at something that keeps coming in to harm you. It doesn't have to be just a person. It can be an animal. It can definitely be an animal. Do you know how to deal with a large animal? Most people will say, oh yeah, no, I've done deers, hugs and whatnot, and I'm okay. How about something bigger? How something bigger? A horse, a cow, something bigger, a moose here, a bear, something that is way bigger than you. You're still going to have to process the animal. Do you know how to conserve that food? Because otherwise you're going to eat for a couple of days, and maybe if you're in wintertime, maybe you get to preserve that food or that meat for longer periods of time. But if you're in summertime and the temperatures are really high, that food will spoil fast. Things to consider. I don't come here and show you everything that we do, outside this videos. For example, I was fishing with my son. My son told me the night before, Dad, I want to go fishing because I want to try a new method. I said, okay. I gave him, the freedom to do it himself. Because believe it or not, letting people fail is a teachable moment. I said, okay, no problem. So first thing I said, hey, son, it's 9 o'clock. Better go to bed. We got to get up early. The fishies are going to be eating early. Afterwards, they're just going to be jumping around and they're not going to be biting. Yeah. Okay. I'll be up. Okay. Not a problem. I only said things once and that's it. After that, I'll let people fail. So, did not get up early. And we got to the lake around 9:30ish. I knew by then there was gonna be no fishing involved in there. I saw the fish, just jumping everywhere, and I did exactly what my son wanted to. I tried this the way that he wanted to. After 2 hours, and I gave him that, he was patient enough. 2 hours sitting in there, and just patiently waiting. He looked at me. He's like, Dad, what am I doing wrong? And I was just casting, just to pass the time. Again, it's a teachable moment. And I said, well, son, remember when I told you last night that go to bed early because otherwise you're not going to get up early. We should have been here early. 6 in the morning would have been the perfect time. He looked at me. He's like, why? I was like, well, son, let me ask you something. When you're not hungry, do you eat? He's like, well, no, I'm not hungry. I was like, well, the fish already ate. So they're not hungry right now. They're just jumping around. That's it. They're teasing you, if you will. I told him like this. If this was a real scenario, that your life would have depended on the fish that you were to catch to survive, sir, you would not have made it. Plain and simple. He looked down and he's like, I hear what you're saying, Dad, and I think I want to try it again tomorrow and do it better. Let's see what happens. But sometimes you got to let people fail in order for them to learn. And that's something that many people don't do. Because I honestly don't want anybody to struggle. But unless people struggle, they don't learn. What I'm doing is schooling my son. My only son. And trust me, this schooling is 100% necessary. If we are weeding the garden, I know there are mosquitoes out there. I know it's hot. Yes, it does get hot here in Alaska. I know it's just unpleasant. But if you don't, you're not going to have those vegetables. If you don't have those vegetables, trust me on this. It's a lot easier to have those vegetables right there in your garden than to go out fishing and hunting, because they are not guaranteed. It's not called catching. It's hunting and fishing. You can come back with nothing, but at least the vegetables that you're planting may have a better chance. So you see, everyone, I want everybody to understand that people always say, oh, no, I will survive no matter what. You have to bring 2 hands to the fight. One to give, one to receive. And a lot of people always go with one. I will survive no matter what. And they ignore the other one. You may not survive. You got to make peace with that. You really do. Because in a fight, there's always going to be a winner and there's always going to be a loser. Plain and simple. The idea that nowadays everybody gets a trophy just for participate, that is not real life. In order for someone to be the best, somebody else needs to be the worst. In order for some to survive, some others must not. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an ad to you run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.